what we do with negative emotions. But when you think about death, you know, when you get really angry and you've got, oh, I will die for sure. Do I want to die with such a mind? I have a chance to die with such a mind. If somebody makes noise in the room, for example, or if somebody starts to say, if a religious person comes in, every time you see a religious person and you get angry, they might come into your room in the hospital when you're dying. And then they might start to say prayers with a good intention. So work with that anger now. Yeah. Because then then you won't be able to do, because you will be so weak, you won't be able to do anything about this. If you start to see people that get on your nerves, but they like you, do you have people like this in your surroundings? They like you, they want to be in contact with you, but you don't really like them so much? They might come and visit you. It's not funny, I'm serious. They will be really able, just by their presence, and you might not be able to talk anymore, and they touch you, and they kiss you, and they hold you, because they love you so much. If you now get angry at them when they do that, you have a big chance that you die with anger. They're thinking they're doing something good. What you can do in the break, if you're a bit bored, you can write down 5 points how you do not want to die, and with whom you don't want to die in the room, and how you want to die and with whom you want to die in the room. We did this exercise once, and I noticed that I had written down, I want to die with my teacher there. And then I thought, he is 70, I was then 50. I thought, it's very small chance, if I don't die now, that he will still be around in this form. Then I knew, just by seeing it and by saying it, I knew now I have to become independent of him. I can't count on him that he's going to be there and doing poa for me. I need to learn these things myself now. Then, how I don't want to die, I had a nun. I really couldn't stand her. It's not you, Sopa, okay? Don't need to think. And nobody knows her here anyway. And she was the one in that country where she is that usually went to the dying people to read these death absorptions. And I wrote, I don't want her to do that. And I thought, if I am in that country and I die, she will come. And I made a big effort not to have aversion towards her anymore. And I like it. It's it, finished. Because I knew how dangerous it is to keep that aversion in the heart, in that case. So that can go for anybody that you dislike, that is able by just their presence to make you upset, and they're in your closer circle. Be careful. Work with that. How? We talk about tomorrow with equanimity, how to develop love and compassion. And it's really worthwhile, already in daily life. It's really worthwhile because it makes you feel much more relaxed. You're not relaxed when you have aversion towards somebody. And you can work with these things. Okay? And then the third point that you're looking at is, maybe we do the meditation on that. The third point that you look at is, what can I do now that I can die in such a way? And very quickly we see, well, not that much. The only chance I have to die peacefully is when I work with my own mind. The environment, if I die in a fire, in a flood, in an earthquake, can happen any time. So we get familiar with that so that we lose the fear of it a little bit. Yeah. So we can die, that's for sure, we will die. The time of death is totally uncertain. And what will help at the time of death, you have to find out now. These are the points that we're thinking about. Like, we have a very good situation now. It will not last. Then we start to use it. Okay? So these are the first 2 points in these 4 preliminary reflections. Precious human rebirth, situation is very good. Second one, impermanence and death, it will not last. There's much more to be said about death. We did it when we did that death weekend. So, we will do more on this also in the Lam Rim retreat, but this for now is okay. So we make a break. And until 11 o'clock. Then you come back and then we contemplate a little bit what we talked about. We think about these points so that you can develop a feeling for it. Because how the mind will transform by itself if it is familiar with it. And how true that is, I saw when I came to Israel, because it's, I don't know how many times I've been coming. The moment I got off the plane, it felt as if I'd never left. I was so familiar with this place. Because the mind is used to it with Israel, yeah. Also with Switzerland and other places where I go a lot. So this is what Shantideva says. Whatever the mind is used to, it comes easy. At the moment our mind is used to anger, attachment, and this is why it comes so easy, even though we don't want it, because we have the habit. So now we start to transform the habit. We become familiar with other things. We expose the mind to these other points. Okay?